Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Action has already started. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Facing up to last season's champions, it is a tough ask of anyone, let alone a newly promoted side.
I think they've just got to remain composed. After all, this is what it's all about. That's why they worked so hard last season, to make it to the biggest stages like this and see if they've got what it takes to compete. Of course they're up against it, but you never know in football. They've got to stay calm.
Back into the middle. And they can counter here. He's through, now is he in?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way through. He is through here. That's a good ball. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Nicely intercepted. And he's away. Mbappe, chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Diawara. Stop, could be danger here. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. That was very necessary. That's the throw. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is not what he intended. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Ceballos. Well, they can break here. Spread out to the left. He's got away. Tries a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
They've played it short. Rudiger getting this one clear. Oh, it's come loose. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
And the shot! Gets it away. Referee's given a throw. Oh, good spread. That's very neat. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's a nice ball. Mbappe. Diawara. No goals as yet. Aim forwards. Diawara. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe!
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now that's well seen too. Great ball if he can get there. Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Out to the left it goes. He is just caressing the ball. Looks across and plays it in. Real chance here. Shot a goal! And it's played forward. Mbappe! And he's managed to get free. And that has been clubbed away. It'll be a throw-in. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Up he goes! Oh, that's fallen kindly here. Goal! A goal at a really telling moment. Lunin, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Diawara is onto it in a flash. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And reclaimed. There's the shot! And it's been taken short. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. Brahim Diaz. And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Diawara. Played out to the right. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Tries to get it clear. Diawara. He's being urged to shoot. It's run loose here. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been cleared. Played back in. And that's a good ball. Chance, surely! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Diaz. Elbow goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Brahim Diaz! Danger averted for now. Over to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Eder Militao tries to clear. Very nicely done. Alexander-Arnold, gently done. And now the breakaway. Ooh, delicate chip through. And he's straight offside. Brahim Diaz. And here's Mbappe. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Out for a throw. Diawara. Good work on the right flank here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's some great running on show here. And can he finish it? there. He's gone for the shots. Camavinga with the clearance. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz being hunted in packs.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him.
Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And here's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Vinicius Junior and a shot! Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That has certainly made things interesting.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Searching pass he's played there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. That is lovely. It's a threatening ball. Can he find the finish? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Howson. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Camavinga. Aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. Dani Ceballos. Clipped into space. And claimed it back swiftly. Back into the middle. And he welcomes it in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Diawara. Spread out to the left.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rudiger cuts it out. and time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, here's a guy, Jim, whose position you would certainly understand, and indeed his club was your club also. What do you see as the key role for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I don't think we've seen a defender, let alone a fullback, so technically accomplished as he is. His main job is in the final third, producing telling passes. Defensively, it's a weakness. Going forward, he's a gem.
Oh, that's a Brahim Diaz! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Brahim Diaz really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Spread out to the left. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the counter is on. Moved on forwards. Lovely bit of skill. That's surely a foul, free kick. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Alexander-Arnold. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, such a clever touch. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Over to the left.
It's good movement we're getting from that front line. Very flexible.
Yeah, really easy on the eye too, yeah?
Very much so. It adds more variety to their attack and asks more questions of that defence. Cat and mouse at its best.
That's definitely not his best. Brahim Diaz. Tries to dink it through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Brahim Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shifted upfield. That is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task to do.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Camavinga. Chance here to counter. Endrick shoots! Oh, it's gone in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. He's found support out wide. It's run loose here. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. better, and so did he. Alaba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's played forward. Asensio. Alaba cuts out the pass. Brahim Diaz. Played out to the right. Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Brahim Diaz. And here's Rodrigo. And that has been clubbed away. That's been won straight back. Brahim Diaz! Brahim Diaz! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That has been knocked clear. Oh, this is a great shot at goal! Lunin could be danger here. Turns and goes back. Alexander-Arnold. Chance for a shot! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's hoisted clear. Tries a shot! Asensio gets it away. Camavinga looking to penetrate opposition lines. Muscular approach does pay off here. And here's the chance to counter. He's in plenty of space here. And he's on a charge. He's dealt with that well. And the first half is done, so it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. We're already back up and running after half-time. And it's Camavinga. And here's Endrick. Abajas does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, they could break here. That's really well manoeuvred. Big chance! Dispatched clinically. And the game is truly turned on its head. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, that's nice. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Aim forwards. Looking to break at pace. Howson. Alexander-Arnold. Howson forwards and with intent. Played with finesse. Brahim Diaz, and the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Alaba played out towards the right wing. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Really well manoeuvred. It's offside. Yes, it is. They've won a corner. And he's there to clear it. Shifted upfield, and that could set him on his way. Brahim, and he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Brahim Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that has been cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alaba. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's away! Out to the left it goes. It's a physical challenge.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Right time, excellent interception. Abahas, aim forwards. It's a throw-in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's well seen too. Abahas. Moved on forwards. Asensio makes the interception. Eder Militao trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Camavinga. Looks Endrick. Deftly away. injured, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is a little undercooked. And here's Rodrigo. Brahim Diaz. Cracking ball. Half an hour gone in the second half.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a nicely weighted pass. Lunin breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Camavinga.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So what can they make of this?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Abahas. And it's played forward. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's an excellent interception. That was very necessary. Oh, easy pickings there. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Oh, it's a great ball here. Nice control.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Played it short.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
One ball by the goalkeeper. Last chance, perhaps. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. It's really well manoeuvred. That's a goes for a shot! There's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
All square again. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Mbappe Proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Vinicius Junior up towards the front line. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. Can he get onto this? Mbappe! Defending of the desperate variety. Clears it away.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Eder Militao. And here's Mbappe. And the shot's Vinicius Junior! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hits it first time! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nicely intercepted. He's onto it in a flash. Tries a measured ball. Ceballos. Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. He's there to get it away. Ceballos shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Time reaches half-time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this there. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
So the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Does well to get it back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Asensio has been sent off. He is through here. Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! There's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
I was just lacking in accuracy. Valverde forwards and with intent. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Howson puts it away. Alexander-Arnold. Ooh, delicate chip through. Cleared away. That's a throw. Eder Militao. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Alexander-Arnold considers his options, looking to widen the gap even further here. And it's Ceballos. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ceballos, Vinicius Junior. Defending of the desperate variety. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here. The tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as being brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to...
Kudus! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Bellingham. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Mbappé. Tchouaméni. Gray producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Sarr. Kudus, and the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, what a climb! That has been knocked clear, and another try! Great effort, but no way through. Played it short. And it's Sarr. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's there to clear it. Goes for goal! And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Camavinga shifted upfield. Ceballos. Bellingham. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's heaved it away. Scarlett. Now it's Solanke. And it's Kudus.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Cuts out the pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Moved on forwards. Now then, the ball's come loose. And Solanke! Ceballos. Bellingham. Goulet. Dani Ceballos.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been won straight back. Ceballos. Mbappe. A header! There it is! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Solanke. Tchouaméni. Almost half an hour in now. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's played forward. And here's Solanke. Howson. Tchouaméni, aim forwards. Scarlett. Now it's Kudus. Kudus! And the ball's come loose here. Over to the left. Now the delivery. He's dealt with that well. Looking to break at pace. Goulet puts his foot on the gas.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Gray. Pedro Porro. Vinicius Junior. And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That has been knocked clear. Looking for a decent ball in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. Solanke. Scarlett. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well timed, excellent interception. Romero. Alinea forwards and with intent. And here's Solanke. Now who's going to be first to this? He's having a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Can he deliver? Kudus and the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half? Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Gray. Chance for a shot! Eder Militao. Chouameni. And a play for a throw. Ceballos. Dinks one through. Tries to get it clear. And that's a throw. Goulet. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Chouameni. Romero getting this one clear. Gray. Scarlett. Ceballos. And it's Bellingham. Arda Güler. That's really well manoeuvred. Not offside that time. Howson. Eder Militao. Güler. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Chouameni. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Romero. And he thumps it clear. Bentancur, played over towards the opposite flank. Howson. Chouameni. Ceballos. And it's Bellingham. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Kudus tries a measured ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bentancur! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
The keeper keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Kudus. And here's Richarlison. Kudus. João Palhinha. Kudus. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was Kudus! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Howson. Goulet. Tchouaméni. That's a good run he's making there. Tchouaméni proves too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Richarlison. Richarlison, oh, good spread. Decent chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. It's almost like you had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Howson. Richarlison. Oh, it's come loose. Richarlison has been caught there. It's a foul. He's trying the shot. Good take, and is he in? And again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Richarlison clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cross needs to be good. Ceballos can get it clear. And the counter is on. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. What a throw in. Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's a pretty loose pass. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. It's Porro. Oh, nice touch. Chance to play it in. Moved on forwards. And now the breakaway. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, super find. Howson tries to clear. And it's Gray. Gray played with finesse. Tchouaméni forwards and with intent. Bellingham.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Decent chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Bellingham fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Vinicius Junior.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tchouaméni shifted upfield. And here's Rodrigo. Could be deep, and the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Aim forwards. Gray gently done. And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro. And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness. I mean,
Big chance! He's delivered all right!
listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that's well seen too. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Camavinga. Bellingham. And it's Arda Güler. Brilliantly cut out. Jaureguizar. Sunset. And here's Guruceta. Robert Navarro! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tchouaméni can get it clear.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Robert Navarro. Robert Navarro! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Could be danger here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. He's got Bellingham! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe. Rodrigo. Danny Vivian gets good distance on it. And it's Arda Güler. Camavinga. Eder Militao. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rodrigo looking understandably energised after his goal. Camavinga. Well read, nice interception. Jaureguizar. Guruceta looks to get on the end of this. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. And here's Rodrigo. It's a physical challenge. Luis de Galarreta forwards and with intent. Bellingham. Guruceta. Nico Williams. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Güler. Tchouaméni. And here's Güler. Rodrigo. Sunset. Jaureguizar shifted upfield. Rudiger. That's really well manoeuvred. Now they could break here. Robert Navarro. Gurzeta. Probing pass. Chance! Camavinga. And here's Nico Williams. Now it's Gurzeta. Sunset. And the counter is on. Good play through for the white man. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Rodrigo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tchouaméni aimed forwards. Moulin done delicately. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tchouaméni played into space. Mbappe. Now can he find a finish? Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Bellingham was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gurzeta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gurzeta is offering a wry smile there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's played forward. Nice interception, well timed. Rudiger. Camavinga, gently done. And he's managed to get free. Turns and goes, and he's had a shot! Moved on forwards. Now it's Gurzeta. That's been slipped through. Now it's Williams. Williams. And the ball's come loose here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break.
Vinicius Junior! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rodrigo looking to penetrate opposition lines. This is good, that's a foul. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Voila! Rodrigo chooses to go back. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Mbappe, some resolute defending there. Mbappe. Arda Güler. Güler closing in on goal. Padilla sends that a long way. Tchouameni. Oh, nicely intercepted. Robert Navarro. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he cuts out the supply. Danny Vivian, aim forwards. Picks it up out wide. And here's Guruceta. Guruceta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Guruceta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No, the clearance is short. And it's Sunset. He's had a shot! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
That has been knocked clear. Mbappe, searching pass he's played there. That's going to go a long way. Back into the middle. Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. Güler. That's a dangerous ball. Luis de Galarreta. Well time, excellent interception. Looking to break at pace.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Straight towards the front line. Robert Navarro. And it's lofted through here. It's a goal kick. Camavinga forwards and with intent. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tchouameni, and it's played forward. And it's Arda Güler. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Eder Militao makes the interception. But that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham is the guilty party there. Güler tries to clear. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Gorosabel. That's really well manoeuvred. And that pass just didn't quite work. But there's going to be another change here. That's a little off target. Luis de Galarreta. Paredes shifted upfield. There's his chance to lead the counter.
Danny Vivian, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Berenguer, over to the left, played back in. That has been knocked clear. A couple of changes then in quick succession. And it's hoisted clear. Rodrigo, chance here to counter. Thinks one through. Paredes cuts it out. Camavinga. Aim forwards. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Williams. Could move up a gear here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Sunset. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rodrigo. That's a simple one for the keeper. Jaureguisa. Gorosabal forwards and with intent. And here's Sunset. Sunset, oh, good spread. Laid into space out wide. And here's the chance to counter. Belly. Goulart wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni clipped into space. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Padilla, and ball by the goalkeeper. Williams. Williams! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lobbed in behind. Now it's Rodrigo. This might shot a goal! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And things are starting to look awfully cosy. Gorosabal. Gorosabal has played it long. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Howson. And time is up. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Okay, interesting. Facing up to last season's champions, it is a tough ask of anyone, let alone a newly promoted side.
I think they've just got to remain composed. After all, this is what it's all about. That's why they worked so hard last season, to make it to the biggest stages like this and see if they've got what it takes to compete. Of course they're up against it, but you never know in football. They've got to stay calm.
He's shifting through the gears here. Camavinga. Nicely intercepted. Aim forwards. Oh, super find. And he shoots! Goal! First blood drawn. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Shoots! He has done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Out to the left it goes. Will play through for the wide man. Looking for a decent ball in. breakaway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goulet. Played out to the right. He's found a way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Spread out to the left. Now who's going to be first to this? Nicely shaped cross. Have it back and can go again. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Clipped into space. That's a fabulous big chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Brahim Diaz, forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's been repelled. Out to the right. Mbappe. Villalibre. That's good running with the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Camavinga. Camavinga, gently done. Decent progress down the left. Rodrigo. Driven forward. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Caresses it through.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. Oh, easy pickings there. Villalibre. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Arda Güler. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Güler! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. And the ball is out of play. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Asensio gently done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ambitious ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Villa Libre. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Güler. Made into space out wide. Mbappe! Chance! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gets a good foot in there. Asensio, well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That has been knocked clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Either side really getting hold of the ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Rudiger. Güler. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. And he welcomes it in. It's a loose ball. Moved on forwards. Looking to break at pace. Over to the left. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Rudiger played into space. Alexander-Arnold, forwards and with intent. Mbappe, decent chance! He can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
here's Rodrigo. Arda Güler. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
That is definitely not his best. Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Camavinga. Defending of the desperate variety. Alexander-Arnold. Time to deliver. Arda Güler. And it's Camavinga.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. Plays it through. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away. Güler. Oh, what a pass! Aim forwards. Villalibre. Proves too strong. He's going to be disappointed with that. Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. That's an excellent interception. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Villalibre. Into the last quarter of an hour. Villalibre. Oh, he's in! And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Villalibre. He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Rudiger getting this one clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tries a measured ball. Goes for a shot! Should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Brahim Diaz.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rudiger. And here's Rodrigo. Now it's Brahim. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Rudiger.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he shoots! And he's done very well to deal with it. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Goulet. Rodrigo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Arda Goulet.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Canales tries to thread one through. Here comes the corner. And it's been taken short. Here's the chance to cross. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Goulet. And it's Diaz. That is a great pick out. Oh, great chance! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling.